Well, this is something special for Gus BRISENO. He's up 4-2 against Alex Pagulayan. Here's your dark horse, Grasshopper.
I like that.
How do you like that?
Hey, move over, champions.
Yeah, I think we got something blocking. Do we have something blocking? No, it's just the light.
But you know how I want Gus to win? 6-7.
Okay. You want it to go hill.
Of course. They should nickname me the Hill Man or something. Hillbilly Nelson or something. Isn't that the best matches when they go hill? Who wants to see a shutout?
Yeah, I mean, well, depends who's the stake horse, right? So, guys, I'm just going to also, after this rack, I'm going to quickly show you the bracket. This is the final four we're looking at. We had Alex Pagulayan right here with Gus BRISENO. Also, we just saw the end of the hot seat match between Jason Shaw and Amar Kang. So Amar Kang will play the winner of this match for third place. The loser of the match you're watching right now, Gus BRISENO and Alex Pagulayan, will be out at fourth place. And the prize fund right now is $3,200 for first place, $2,300 for second place, $1,500 for third place, and 1,000 greenbacks for fourth place. Not bad for fourth place finish.
I'll take that. I'll take fourth every time. No
Well, it was a $300 buy-in, so I guess when you're a professional pool player of this caliber, you always want more out of your investment, right? But then again, triple your investment back on, well, not quite triple, but almost triple your investment back on $300. Hey, that ain't bad.
That's right.
That helps to offset the cost of hotel and food and all the expenses of being here. We have a 9-day, we have 9 days of this to go. We have one pocket starting tomorrow for 3 days, and then 3 days of 9-ball, and then we got the Chohan Okoyo match.
I saw a gentleman beat Dennis earlier, Chip Compton, I believe his name is.
Yes.
Where's he? He's from, I think I
Chip
asked
Compton
him.
from Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Really good player.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw Lee. He came from, he was in San Francisco. He came over here and played over here today.
Yep.
Lee Brett, I believe his name is.
Yeah, Lee Brett, the British pool player and pool coach.
Also,
He's
Steve,
also like an APA instructor.
Steve from Oregon.
Steve Lingelbach.
Lingelbach.
Yeah, out of
Yes,
Portland.
Sir.
Also promoter of the Pac West event that they had in Portland last, actually a week before the West Coast Swing started.
Francisco Bustamante was here.
Was that your first time meeting him too?
No, I've actually met Francisco a while back. They had challenge matches, and you could actually play against them. It was fun.
Oh yeah. So which room was that in?
That was at Edgy's. A couple years back. Efren was there too. The Iceman was here today.
Yes. Dropping off ice. He was dropping ice. You didn't get that joke, I guess.
No, I'm sorry. I was listening to Geraldine.
Guess you didn't get that.
No, I did. I heard it. It's kind of brutal.
You didn't quite catch that, did you? So where are we at here?
Just dropping off ice.
Fixing the ice machine. No, we love Mika, and you know what? It's great to have him back here. I tell you what, it's great to have all these players back, and you know, we're in for a whole heck of a lot more. We got best of California coming here, the best of Arizona is here. We've got some of Vegas's best here, and we got some of the country's best. Shane Van Boning, Skylar Woodward, Billy Thorpe's coming in. Oh man, it's going to be mayhem tomorrow.
You got me to where I can't sleep tonight. Thank you.
You know what? Bring the kids, and if you can't bring the kids, make kids and bring them. Divish.
Make the kids. What the heck?
Just another quick check on the bracket. You're looking at Alex Pagulayan versus Gus BRISENO. Alex Pagulayan was knocked out into the one-loss round just a couple of rounds ago. And he ended up besting Rodney Morris to get to this stage. Gus BRISENO also knocked out into the one-loss round, just one round to go. So you can see those brackets online at CompuSport.ca. I'll put the link in the chat room. Okay, so Alex breaks, and it's 4-3. Alex is taking a stand, huh? He's taking a stand. No, we're good. Don't stop touching things.
That was a hint. I can't hear you.
I got my intern commentator here, just like, you know, fiddling with the mixer, trying to make it work. It's updated.
You know, the first time I saw Alex Pagulayan shooting, he was just in a practice room, and there was a whole bunch of people around, and he's like, let me emulate Jose Perica. And he breaks and runs out the whole rack beautifully. And,
oh, yeah.
And I'm like, who is this guy?
That's funny.
And then he'd miss the ball, and he would pretend like he was Jose Perica, and he said, I must be hungry.
Oh, my goodness. Sorry about that, guys.
I see my friend Lenny over there in the crowd. Lenny Robinson, nice guy.
Oh yeah, I like Lenny. Lenny's
a great guy.
Lenny's a cool guy.
He's got a beautiful stroke too.
Oh yeah, I've seen him play. I met him 5 years ago at the Chet Ito event at the old California Billiards.
You know, they still got that big banner that came from Mountain View over here, where all the players signed.
Yes, it's on the wall. It says Cal CA Billiard Club on it, or Cal Billiard Club.
You should sign over there.
I think I already did sign it. Yeah. I'll give you a buck if you find my signature. No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't signed it ever.
There's a Twinkie in it for you, buddy.
Oh my goodness. It's been all day looking.
Look at Alex, man. Yeah, I think I signed it like 3-4 years ago.
You know, you asked me to help you out with this raffle. I cannot believe that you got this beautiful case, beautiful Tiger Q, and a jump stick.
Yeah.
This is like $1,300 value.
It's a rough sell, huh?
No, people want to buy tickets.
Oh, why aren't you out there, man?
I'm in here with you right now.
Okay.
I can't do two things at once.
So while I got you all here, well, while I have 730 of you here, I just want to give a quick mention and a reminder that right after this is the West Coast Challenge, which will be 5,000 added 9-ball and 5,000 added 1 pocket and 10,000 added 9-ball from Fremont at this room, California Billiards. And I want to thank Mike Stilkey. That's Mike Stilkey. He's our model for the West Coast Swing posters.
I love those posters.
Mike Stilkey, actually, we filmed him streaming, we streamed him playing One Pocket with Efren Reyes live from the Golden Q, which was owned by the late Ken Hoshide. Anyway, Mike Stilkey is also a very popular, world-renowned artist.
Wow.
And if you want to know more about Mike Stilkey, go to mikestilkey.com.
You know, that's what I like about pool is you get to meet people from all over. You know, they do everything. You got doctors, lawyers, carpenters, roofers, everything. All walks of life play pool.
Whoops, sorry about that, Turbo Draw. Didn't mean to delete your... deleted your post. Deleting my own post because... I did a misspell. So, is it 4 apiece? I think it is. Let me get back to work. Back to doing my job. All 4 of them.
You are a busy man. I had appreciation for your work before I met you, but being in the booth and seeing you do all the controls and keep up with all this, you're pretty amazing. With your helper, Geraldine.
She's not my helper. She's helping me. I'm helping her.
You're helping her. She's in control.
If I don't help her, I hear about it later.
You're the boss. She says so, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I got it. Same thing at home for me.
Anyway, we got Ariel Carmelli coming any day now. He'll be here in a day or two. And you know what? I have these pictures. Of the Ariel Q that's going to be here.
Oh, nice.
And I emailed them to myself. They never ended up in my inbox. So let me do that again.
This gentleman that's putting tips on, he put a tip on my...
Johnny Donahoe.
He put a tip on my friend Ali's Q, and my friend instantly was playing twice as better. Twice better.
Twice as good?
Twice as good, excuse me. I couldn't believe it.
Who's your friend?
Ollie.
Ollie.
Yeah, I don't know where he's at now. He was sitting up here up front.
Yeah, Johnny Donahoe's here. He's doing tips and cues and repair and, assorted cue-related stuff. Good guy. He's got a, wide range of tip brands that he can put on your cue. Stuff I never heard of. And these tip guys, because most players are pretty loyal to one brand or one or maybe two. Maybe they'll have a third as a backup. And these tip guys, they're like, have you ever heard of this? Have you ever heard of that? And they look like you're crazy because you've never heard of this tip.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just know I use Tiger tips.
You perform pretty well with those Tigers.
Well, allows me to be consistent. I think I did miscue once against you, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start blaming my tips when I miss.
bring your tips?
I'm going to blame my
blame your
quality
tip.
of my tip for
No,
missing.
I tell you what, it's usually the bridge. It's, I'll tell you my opinion is it's like 80% of the time you miss cue, there's something you're doing wrong with your cueing in the bridge. And then there is a good 25. I mean, this is just my opinion. You guys in the chat room can totally argue with me on this. But I've seen myself on video when I miss cue. I've seen like 80% of the time it's something to do with my bridge. And then, you know what helped me with my bridge? This 3-cushion billiards has helped me a lot with my bridge.
Wow. I love that game. I mean, that's a beautiful game. You know, they used to have a 3-cushion billiard table here, and they took it out, and I was so sad.
Yeah, it was taken out recently, wasn't it?
Yeah. You know, this pool room has 2 snooker tables. There's so many players that like to come in here and play snooker. It's like most of the time you go to a pool room, they got 1. Mm-hmm. They got 2 here.
Well, what do you think's going through Gus's mind right now? He was up 4-1, wasn't he? Or 4-2.
You know, these guys know it's never over till it's over. They just know the quality of players they're competing against. You know, I was up 4-1 on Kenny Koo on Saturday, and he came back and spanked me 7-5.
Sure.
So,
well, you know, it'll be a 4th place win for the loser of this match. They'll walk with 4th place at $1,000. So Alex clocks another game and he breaks a lead on Gus.
Alex might be the greatest pool player in Canada's history.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
You know, I'd have to check the Billiard Encyclopedia to check your story.
You know, you're showing a picture there of John Schmidt with his red, white, and blues.
Yeah.
His shorts are red, white, and blue. It looks like a flag.
Yeah, Schmitty.
He's a neat guy, too. I said hi to him earlier. You know, he's very friendly. I watched John Schmidt play one pocket. Man, he can really play one pocket.
He sure can.
My goodness.
Schmitty is here, by the way, guys. I'm assuming he didn't want to invest in this tournament. Obviously, you know, you got to choose your investments wisely. I think I said that before when playing this tournament, but when playing these West Coast Swing events. But he's been here all day and he has been practicing, so I'm going to assume that he's going to be playing both the one pocket and the 9-ball events coming up. You know, I mean, you've got to at least chase a tournament that's your favorite game, and then while you're here, you got to at least chase $10,000
wow.
with a $100 investment. So
yeah. And he can do it. I mean, he's good enough.
So we caught John Schmidt practicing today on I think table 18 or something like that, and I took a little snapshot of him, and then there he is saying "Happy July 4th." Happy July 4th from John Schmidt.
I saw Bernie here too. He's in the back, probably in a gambling match or something. I've seen him back there playing too.
Bernie Pettipiece and Trace Kane, they're here.
I don't know these guys' last names.
When I was talking about Arizona's best, some of Arizona's best, that's who I meant, is Bernie and Trace. They flew in.
You know, I got to ask you.
Flew in to come here.
And I'm praying for a good answer. Is Scott Frost going to be here tomorrow?
You know, I do not believe he will be. In fact, I'm pretty sure he won't, because our bracket is full. and he just opened up the ice house, Freezer's Ice House, which I'm hearing is kind of off the hook. It's a pretty good pool hall, and I saw the walkthrough, and I want to congratulate Scott Frost and his investors for all the hard work that they've put into that place. And I want to say also hello to Lenny Marshall, who's the general manager there, and can't wait to come and check out the Chill Grill.
Sounds like fun. Well, Alex is just, getting perfect position as usual.
Well, this is totally a different match now. I mean, Gus was up 4-2, and Alex is just not taking any prisoners. At least that's what it looks like, but I bet Gus feels like a prisoner right now, stuck to his chair.
Gus has been playing really well. He makes people sit in their chair for a long time.
Three balls, and this will put Alex on the hill. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Looks like he's got 5. Gus has got 4, I believe.
And that's the Mark Hang's head poking through. He's warming up because he will have to play the winner of these two. And he's on the hill, 6-4.
Wow.
I think he's on 2, like a 2-pack. He's run a package here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I could be wrong, but I've looked away several times. I'm trying to find, and I'm also looking for these. Okay, something's going on with my email server because these photos are not being emailed to my email account. The Ariel Carmeli Q.
Alex is gonna smash him here in a minute.
Yeah, that's right. It's 6-4.
Wow, what a nice break.
Uh-oh, the Q's tracked. It got kicked into the side pocket and tracked in.
Oh, no. It's Gus's turn to make Alex sit for a while. Doesn't it feel awkward having Dennis out of the tournament?
Having Dennis out?
Yeah. He just wins everything. It's like he's out.
It doesn't feel awkward to me.
No?
No, not awkward. I mean, it feels... I don't know. It's, you know what? It's a good lesson for him, you know? Apparently he was feeling a little under the weather today. And... I'm sure he'll be in the mood to play his big match coming up with Tony Chohan.
What day does that start?
July 11th.
July 11th.
And look at this. It's Lucky OKC. Matthew Alston from JB Cases is in the building. Oh my gosh! And I'm taking liberties during the middle of a rack. Whoopsie. Well, we got to give love to our sponsors, don't we?
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, if you need anything with JB cases and you can't, and you feel like it needs to be John, don't worry. Matthew Alston will handle you.
You know, I just looked over on table 24 way out there. I see Hugo. He's a really good one-pocket player from San Francisco.
Yes, he is. By the way, guys, if you're just joining us, this is not the typical angle of the table that we're used to. This is a secondary coverage. Our feature table is actually right there. And so, you know, if you are already asking for your money back for this live stream, don't worry. We got plenty of angles of the feature table for you. Yeah, and the check is in the mail, by the way. All right. So don't get cheeky now. So we're just providing you with secondary coverage.
You know, sometimes when you watch Gus play on a YouTube match, you don't know if the pause is on or he'll just stop in the middle of his stroke. It's like that. No.
And look at this, Gus. No, it's not buffering, guys. He just isn't moving.
You ever go to San Francisco and you see those mannequins, those people that steal?
He's like motion, like, what is it, the mannequin challenge?
Yeah, they spray themselves all like silver.
Oh, right. Right, like on Hollywood Boulevard. We've got that. Yeah.
He could do that all day.
And here's Gus. You know, this is my first time really first event really getting a chance to sweat Gus. I don't ever remember him having this kind of a pre-shot routine.
Right.
6 to 5.
Well, to his credit, whatever he's doing is working because he's playing some of the greatest pool players in the world, and he's running with them, beating them. I give him a lot of credit.
Yes, next time I'm in Oklahoma, I'm buying the fish. Yeah, you got it, buddy. I will be more than happy to buy the fish, man. That was awesome. This West Coast Swing event is sponsored in part by JB Cases. And we want to thank John Barton and JB Cases, all the crew out there, providing us with the ultimate protection for your cues and your equipment. Be sure to go to jbcases.com and design your next case online with their pretty cool case designer feature. Don't believe me? Check it out. Go to jbcases.com today.
You're so funny. You know, you had two gentlemen in your booth earlier. One of them was a gentleman's from Santa Cruz. He's an auctioneer.
That's Jeff Gregory.
Jeff Gregory, very good commentator, very good player, nice person.
Yeah, we got all the best talent doing everything, you know.
And then the other gentleman that was in here, his name was Ralph, I believe.
Ralph DeLoyne.
From
Sacramento. He's also a very talented promoter and pool enthusiast, pool player. Yes.
I actually seen Ralph one time break the balls, and I think it was in Sacramento. He hit him so hard, the cue ball flew up and busted the light.
Well, we were talking about that. I didn't hear that story about him. Otherwise, I would have probably shared it with you guys in the audience. But we were talking about his break earlier, and that was one of the things that we were talking about, is that he is such a hard breaker.
Him and Angelo, I mean, those two, they got monster breaks.
Yeah, Angelo Ines, he does have a very strong break as well. I got to see him play at the Cole Dixon event last weekend.
He played Bryce over there in San Francisco, and then they had a rematch over here.
Oh, you mean in a tournament match?
Yes, Bryce matched up with him, and then they played over here also.
Yeah. Well, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again in some of the other tournaments coming up.
I've been trying to encourage my friend Ali to play in the 9-ball. I don't even know if they have any more openings. Do they have any more openings? Or is it close to the field?
The 9 take your entry.
Really? They have a lot of openings still.
Oh, yeah. Come on in. Come on in. I think we got about 60 players signed up for the 9-ball. So, come on in. It's open to 128 players. Now, that's something important that I want to let you guys know about. Just because there's a host of pros in this event, I'm going to tell you that for $100, this is a tournament you want to play. Because if you have 128 players, what are the chances of you drawing a pro right away? You're still going to be able to get a few matches in, get in stroke, and then when you do draw that pro, bam, you'll be ready to play your best game. You'll get to see where you stand.
I didn't draw a pro in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right. You played in San Francisco.
I still got beat.
Right?
But like for $100, I mean, I want to draw 2 pros. Let them beat me. I don't care. I want the experience.
Finally.
Man, they take forever, don't they? And it is a hill match.
Wow. Folks, this aerial cue coming in tomorrow, or I think it's Friday it's coming in, is something to behold.
And they're going to raffle that off?
I'm not sure what they have decided to do. We may take it to a high bidder, kind of like take it to an auction and give it to the highest bidder. I don't know what we've decided to do yet, so we will have to check in with Chris Swart and decide how to handle this beautiful asset to the West Coast swing.
Chris is a pretty good player too. He can play 9-ball, he can play 1 pocket. He's a pretty good shooter.
Yes, he is. And Alex is a victor.
Hooray!
So Gus BRISENO, congratulations, who takes $1,000 in 4th place in the very first year with the West Coast Swing Pro 10 Challenge. So we hope to see you next year at the next Pro 10 Challenge. So 4th place to Gus BRISENO, who was defeated by Alex PAGULAYAN in this last set, 7-5. So we'll be right back.